Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's got to be in here!
That's good defensive concentration.
That is a brilliant interception. And the counter is on. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. This is promising. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Gigi Buffon. I doubt there's a more experienced goalkeeper out there, Peter, having played at the top level since his teenage years. I think he's going to be a real calming presence between the sticks, and I'd expect him to give the whole team a real lift.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Has a look and place it forward. Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
He rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Rafael Leao. Threads one in. Rafael Leao has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is good alertness. That is a great pick out. Shevchenko gets through on his own. Has a goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Buffon punts it upfield. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
De Gea catches it safely. Nesta cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Short changes him with that pass. Hits one! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ribery cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his team...
Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's Nedved. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafael Leao. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rafael Leao! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Rafael Leao just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! Yes, it's in! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Shapes to shoot! Defending of the desperate variety. Hullet. And it's Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. This possibly the last play of the half. Hullet. And the first half is done. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Gets his head to it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rafael Leao certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but...
There's the hit! Dispatched clinically. They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two...
Oh, great header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect. So
we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shevchenko. Well, the ball's gone astray. Oh, what has happened here? Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, there's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. Barella, always onto this. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Shevchenko! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Davids, he is through here, and the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thinks one through, Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Nedved? No way he was going to let him past. He can get that clear. Ambrosini gets across to intercept that. Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Barella, nicely weighted ball.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Decent hit! No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Big chance! What chance?
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what shapes to shoot! So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Davids. Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hullet. Now there's... He's had a hit! Maldini. So we're still where we started right now. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good, strong hand by the keeper.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Barella. Baresi. It's a good run down the right.
Thuram really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And here's Thuram. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Now it's Nedved. De Ketelaere. Hullet. Thuram. Now it's Barella. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. That'll be a throw. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Hullet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Locatelli. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, what can he put it away? Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's played him through. He's Shevchenko! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Nicely spread. Foot in. De Ketelare. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Works it forward. That is good alertness. Rafael Leao delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal...
Tries a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping! Nedved. That's a sharp pass. That has been cut short. Now that's well seen too. Nedved. And it's Hullet. He can run onto that, and he's certainly onside here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Thuram tries to clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hullet. Shevchenko.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And he was quick to react. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Now it's Barella. Rijkaard.
Nedved. Rafael Leao. He's got away. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now it's Shevchenko. That has not gone well. Shevchenko. Nice interception, well timed.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's played him through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. The movement hits one! That's another chance! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important...
There's the shot! Yes! And surely that settles it. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he spark a counter here? Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. He's looking for the runner here. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved. Right, Shevchenko. And this is Shevchenko. Great hit! And he hits the net!